I'm very excited about our guest today. I've been a big
God.
fan of Ms. Germain for many years, and so our guest on the next HMI Insights is Ms. Christiane Germain, co-founder and co-president of Germain Hotels. Welcome, Christiane. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me, and it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Christiane, before we jump in, perhaps you can share with our audience a brief background of yourself and the Germain Hotel Group.
Well, we are a Quebec-based company, Canadian company, and we started this company in 1988. My brother and I, it's a family business. So my brother and I founded this company in Quebec City. We opened the first hotel in 1988. We opened the second one in 1996 in Quebec City as well. And then we started moving elsewhere, and we opened our first hotel in Montreal in 1999. And then after opening Montreal, we realized that there were opportunities across the country, and we decided to draw our development plan, and we now have 18 properties across the country. We created another banner because we have three banners. The initial one is Le Germain, and we have 7 Le Germain. And we created another banner, which is called Alt, A-L-T, which is, let's say Germain is a 4-star and Alt is a 3-star. So we now have Germain Hotel, Alt Hotel, and Escade Hotel, which is probably an between Alt and Le Germain. And when we created that brand, Escade, it was dedicated to other markets that one or the other wouldn't fit in.
How have you been? We talk a lot about sometimes like how the brands are doing, how the hotels are doing, but how have you been doing personally as an industry leader with this world crisis? How has this been impacting your day-to-day with you and your team?
I did my confinement partly at home and in the office. There was nobody coming to the office, and I actually live very close by. So I would leave my condo, walk to my office. So coming to the office actually helped me keep my sanity. It was just, I needed to do that because my sleep was not great. I was very worried about the future, extremely worried about the future. And after a few weeks like that, I sort of, I guess I recovered, and I didn't let things go, but I realized that I couldn't control everything, I mean, I had to wait and see in a way. Thank God our investors, partners were very comprehensive, and we never felt the pressure from them. I mean, of course, they knew what was going on. So, I mean, we didn't have extra pressure from them. So that actually helped as well. The way we have been managing our business in the last 30 some years, we've always been very careful about making sure we would be ready for tougher times. Okay, this is how we manage. But nothing like that was. I mean, you couldn't be ready for something like this. Losing 95% of your revenues overnight is never heard of. So, I guess I was in a state of shock for a few weeks. And that being said, I was in a state of shock, but very active in doing things that we needed to do. So we actually, in the first week, we realized how severe this was going to be, and we closed 5 properties. We remained open for 13 of them, and the cities we had more than one property in, we actually closed one of them. We had to lay off 85% of our people, which you will understand was probably the most difficult thing to do, because when you are an entrepreneur and you build a business, well, at least for me, my biggest pride was probably what I was mostly proud of was probably creating jobs. So when you have to lay off people, it's extremely difficult, but we did it. We're managing this. We're getting some hopes that the summer is going to be in some cities not so bad. We're starting to we're see the phone ringing, people making reservations. We launched a few promotions. Yeah, it's there's a bit of a feeling of coming back somehow,
Yeah,
and
I
we'll see.
agree. I agree with you on that. I mean, we're starting to see a little bit of light at the end of this very long
Absolutely,
tunnel.
absolutely.
And it's funny that you're talking about going to the office, because I do come to the office, downtown Montreal every couple of, maybe a few days a week, and it does help a lot. I feel
Yes,
that it does help you to actually surround yourself with what you
yes.
had before, and so I totally appreciate where you're coming from on this. Until next time on the HMI Insights, thanks for watching.